Media. Here we bring the top news headlines for our viewers today. The top 10 news of the day are: Asaduddin Owaisi rejects Z security, wants anti-terror case overshooting. Fake Samajwadis will stop MSP for farmers, free Ration scheme, says PM Modi. Supreme Court asks states to give compensation within 10 days to families of COVID victims. Pegasus spyware, only 2 devices given for probe yet, says Supreme Court panel. Budget session, government wants to alter history, is fearful of future and mistrust present, says Mahua Moitra. PMC bank scam. Main accused Daljit Singh arrested by Mumbai police in Bihar. America stands with India against Chinese intimidation, says US. Relationship with India stands on its own merit, not impacted by tensions with Russia, says US. IPL franchisees will show interest in under-19 Centurion Yash Dhull in the mega auction, says Brad Hogg. Beijing Winter Olympics 2022, Indian envoy to not attend the opening or closing ceremony, says MEA. Asaduddin Owaisi rejects Z security, wants anti-terror case overshooting. Hyderabad MP Asaduddin Owaisi, chief of AIMIM, turned down an offer for the second highest Z category security cover, a day after shots were fired at his car while he was returning to Delhi after campaigning in Uttar Pradesh's Meerut. I don't want Z category security. I want to be a category citizen, at par with you all. Why was UAPA not invoked against those who fired at me? He said, referring to tough anti-terror law that has been extensively used in the recent times by BJP-led state governments and the centre, and according to critics, disappropriately against the Muslims. Fake Samajwadis will stop MSP for farmers, free Ration scheme, says PM Modi. Prime Minister Narendra Modi on Friday launched a scathing attack on the Samajwadi Party, saying that if they get a chance, the fake Samajwadis will stop the minimum support price from being given into the accounts of the farmers. Addressing the Jan Chaupal in the western Uttar Pradesh virtually, the Prime Minister said, if they get a chance, these fake Samajwadis will stop the thousands of crores of rupees the farmers are getting. These fake Samajwadis will stop the MSP money from going into the bank accounts of farmers. The free ration you are getting in this COVID period, these fake Samajwadis will snatch it too, he added. Supreme Court asked states to give compensation within 10 days to families of COVID-19 victims. The Supreme Court on Friday directed all state governments and union territories to appoint dedicated nodal officer to coordinate with the member secretary of the State Legal Service Authority to facilitate payment of the compensation to family members of the COVID-19 victims. A bench comprising Justices M.R. Shah and B.V. Nagaratna also directed the state governments to give full particulars like name, address and death certificates to the concerned SLSA, as also complete details with respect to the orphans within 1 week from Friday, failing to which the matter shall be viewed very serious. Pegasus spyware, only 2 devices given for probe yet, says Supreme Court panel. Just 2 persons affected by the Pegasus spyware have so far pledged to give their votes to the Supreme Court appointed technical committee looking into the Pegasus issue, forcing the panel to extend the timeline for affected persons to turn up before it. The technical committee appointed by the Supreme Court has now been given more time till February 8th for people to come forward and contact the panel if they suspected that their devices were infected by the Pegasus malware. The development comes amid the fresh allegations in the Pegasus spyware issue. Budget session. Government wants to alter history, is fearful of future and mistrust present, says Mahua Moitra. All India Trinamool Congress MP Mahua Moitra on Thursday slammed the union government, saying that the government wants to alter the history of the country. This government wants to alter history. They are fearful of the future and they mistrust the present, says TMC MP. Meanwhile, she also termed the mention of the freedom fighters in the president's address as lip service. PMC bank scam. Main accused Daljit Singh Bal arrested by Mumbai police in Bihar. Daljit Singh Bal, one of the prime accused of the Punjab and Maharashtra cooperative bank scam, was arrested by the Economic Offences Wing of the Mumbai police on Thursday in Bihar, said officials. In 2019, the lookout circular was issued against Daljit by the Mumbai police. He is one of the main accused of the alleged involvement in the 4,500 crore rupees scam. America stands with India against Chinese intimidation, says US. The US has asserted that it stands with India against Chinese intimidation after Beijing deputed a PLA officer who was part of the military command that attacked Indian soldiers in the Galwan Valley in 2020 as a torchbearer for the Beijing Winter Olympics. China on Wednesday fielded a regiment commander of the People's Liberation Army involved in the June 2020 clash with the Indian soldiers in the eastern Ladakh's Galwan Valley to carry the Winter Olympics torch in Beijing, promoting India to announce a diplomatic boycott of the opening and the closing ceremonies of the mega sporting event starting on Friday. Relationship with India stands on its own merit, not impacted by the tensions with Russia, says US. America's relationship with India stands on its own merit and has not been impacted by the ongoing tension with Russia, the Biden administration said. We have the relationship with India that stands on its own merit, State Department spokesperson Ned Price told reporters at his daily news conference on Thursday. He was responding to a question if the US ties with India have been impacted due to the tensions with Russia over Ukraine crisis. IPL franchises will show interest in the under-19 Centurion Yash Dhull in the mega auction, says Brad Hogg. India's under-19 captain Yash Dhull has caught everybody's attention after scoring a match-winning century in the semi-final of the ongoing under-19 World Cup against Australia. Veteran Aussie spinner Brad Hogg said the IPL franchises will show interest in the young man in the coming auction for the 2022 season. The much-awaited Indian Premier League, that is IPL 2022 auction, will take place on February 12th and 13th. Beijing Winter Olympics 2022. Indian envoy to not attend opening or closing ceremony, says MEA. Asserting it is regrettable that China has chosen to politicize the Winter Olympics, the Ministry of External Affairs on Thursday said the Indian envoy will not attend the opening or closing ceremony of the event. MEA official spokesperson Arindam Bagchi expressed New Delhi's displeasure over Beijing's decision to make an army officer who was injured during the border skirmish with the Indian troops in the Galwan Valley, the Winter Olympics, torchbearer. Well, this was all about the top 10 news of today. Stay with us, we shall bring you top 10 news every day. This was Aparna Singh reporting for iScope Media.